Good morning. Thank you so much for having me today. It's an esteemed honor to share my story with everyone. When I was growing up, college was a dream that I didn't even know I had. And if it weren't for the educational option Florida gave me 12 years ago, I wouldn't be sitting here today. If you were to rewind my life back when I was in elementary school, you would see someone totally different, someone who was disruptive, the teachers dreaded having come through the door, someone who got into physical fights with her classmates, someone who was destined to drop out before she made it to high school. But thankfully, I didn't become a statistic. Growing up, I was a student who didn't pick up concepts and ideas very quickly, and I struggled to keep up with my classmates. I moved around town constantly when I lived with my biological mother, and consequently that meant I missed a lot of days of school, my grades were terrible, and everything seemed to go downhill. Each time I moved, it was very hard for me to adjust to my different school, the different teachers, different classmates. I got picked on by students because I was doing so poorly in school. I was often bullied. I kept getting into fights, and to make matters worse, I ended up failing the third grade not once but twice. All too well, it seemed my future was mapped out for me. I would follow in the footsteps of my mother, my brother, and my uncle, who all dropped out of school. I hated going to school, and it was a nightmare. I thought school was a punishment for being a kid. One of the first things my godmother wanted to do when I began to live with her permanently the summer before my 6th grade year was to find a better school environment for me. And that's when she heard about Esprit de Corps Center for Learning, a small private school in Jacksonville, Florida. But she could not afford the tuition. And a friend of hers told her about the tax credit scholarship program, Step Up for Students. Although she had to pay a little bit more to go along with the scholarship, she was all willing to sacrifice for my education. And to be honest, Esprit de Corps was just the change I needed. Before I even stepped foot on my new school's campus, I met with one of the teachers there, and she helped me to learn my times tables with my reading because it was so low, and some other concepts that I couldn't grasp. And when I started at Esprit de Corps in the 6th grade, the adjustment was fairly smooth because of the extra attention that I received. This class size was so small. I only had 8 students in my class, and it was awesome because the teachers could walk around and ask us questions about things that we had questions on and things that we didn't know we'd had questions on. As the time at Esprit de Corps passed, by the first semester, my grades went from D's and F's to A's and B's, and I continued to make the honor roll constantly. I say here to you guys today that Esprit de Corps really changed my life. It gave me a new perspective on education, and it gave me a passion to want to learn. They even helped me to fund my ACT, SAT, and college application fees. The motto at Esprit de Corps is a school where learning is a joy, excellence is the norm, and superiority is our goal, and that was insistently ingrained into me. And although when I first started at Esprit de Corps, I was behind, it became a competition, and I wanted to meet their expectations. In 2010, I became the first in my family to graduate from high school. And in 2014, I became the first in my family to earn my bachelor's degree. And in 2017, I'll be the first to earn my graduate degree. The cycle of poverty is ending in my family because of the Florida Tax Credit Scholarship. I received a quality education, and because of my example, my siblings are now seeing how to take advantage of educational opportunities that comes their way. I am committed to advocating for educational options because so many doors have been opened for me, and I want to create those same open doors for other students. I've seen the power of tailored education demonstrated in my own life, and I would like to see it expanded in future generations and in this one. It has proven to be effective in my life, school choice, and I'm so thankful to share my story with you guys today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. A fantastic story. Thank you very much for sharing that.